Sister Mary Rose, and this is the second session of guided meditation where you will have the opportunity to meet Jesus in a prayerful way and be able to talk to him in your heart. God has given us so many gifts, and sometimes we forget that God gave us the gifts of people, family and friends. And as God's children, we have the responsibility to help each other. And Jesus explains this in the parable of the Good Samaritan. Jews disliked Samaritans. They did not associate with this group of people, and they wouldn't even think of helping a Samaritan. But Jesus tells us we need to love and reach out to everyone. So let's go to Jesus now and listen to the story. So before we begin, make sure you're sitting somewhere comfortable or lying down somewhere where you're comfortable. And if you close your eyes and take a deep breath and relax, and then hunch your shoulders really, really high, and then relax, and then make two fists as tightly as you can, and then relax, and then pull in your tummy muscles as tightly as you can, and then relax. Then pull your knees in as tightly as you can, and then relax, and then curl your toes up as tightly as you can, and then relax, and then be conscious of your breathing. Don't breathe any deeper, just breathe gently in and out, and be aware of the sounds you can hear and name them, and then let them go, and just focus on your breathing, and be aware of your chest as it rises and then falls. And so we will begin. You're standing in a crowd that is gathered to listen to Jesus, and you look at some of their faces, of the people. Some people seem unhappy, but others look anxious to hear Jesus. You walk to the front of the crowd and greet Jesus. He smiles at you and whispers your name and pats to the ground beside him, inviting you to sit next to him. He waits for you to settle, and then he begins to tell you a story. A lawyer came to me with a question. He wanted to know who is our neighbor. So I answered with this story, the story of the Samaritan. A man went from Jerusalem to Jericho. It was a dangerous road, and thieves loved it because there were a lot of hiding places like caves. The road was full of curves. You definitely worry about your safety. It was scary. Some robbers attacked the traveling man. They took his clothes and left him, and he was barely alive. And then a priest walked by. The priest took care of the temple sacrifices, but the priest would not stop. But when he saw the man lying there, the priest went to the other side of the road and passed him by. Next, a Levite came by. A Levite's job was to help take care of the temple. When the Levite looked at the man, he passed by on the other side too. But then a Samaritan man was walking by, and he saw the injured man. Jews and Samaritans did not like each other at all. So to expect the Samaritan to help the man would be extra hard. But the Samaritan had compassion for the hurt man. The Samaritan treated his wounds. He used wine to disinfect the cuts and oil to ease the pain. The Samaritan put the injured man on his donkey, and he took him to an inn. And the Jesus stops and looks into the eyes of each person. The people seem very uncomfortable, and Jesus turns to you and asks which of these three men was a good neighbor. Jesus helps you lovingly answer this question, and together you talk about the story. And Jesus holds your hand and invites you to pray with him. And I will say this prayer for you. Jesus, thank you for helping me. There are times when I am not a good neighbor. Sometimes I don't even reach out to help my best friend. Help me, Jesus, be a good neighbor to my family and friends and those I find hard to love. And it's time to leave Jesus now. And you get up and you hug him and slowly walk away. And you stop and turn and wave goodbye and come back. Okay, so I hope you were able to meet Jesus. I hope you were able to pray with him, more importantly. And for a journaling idea today, it'd be nice if you could draw a picture of yourself and Jesus helping somebody that you know close to you, that you know needs your help. And we'll say an Our Father as at the closing prayer as well. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And thank you. And I hope you will be able to join me in the next session. Thank you and goodbye.